I've spoken with new leaders, mid-level managers. Every one of them want to be a good leader. Every one of them want to try to coach. But it's easy to say, it's totally different trying to do it. I understand there are people out there who are interested in this. They take certifications, but really coaching is about practice, practice and more practice. If I want to implement a coaching culture in my organization, what are some ways that I can do it? First tip is really try to implement peer coaching or even self-coaching. Don't make coaching the unique job of a manager. I think everybody can coach. The only way you can do it really, one of the best practices I have experienced is to create a common language between the team members. So letting a person, the coachee, be aware of his or her strengths, and if you set a common language of what we should or we should not do in our team context, it's always easier to coach for behavioral change. So common language is my first tip. Establish that. My second tip is really to get into the routine. Really, what has changed in the market of VUCA environment is that right now our usual method, when we were young, when we were executives, of once a year performance review, it doesn't work anymore. People stay because they need a milestone of what works and what doesn't work. So the coaching conversations have to happen much more frequently. So my second tip, I suggest to really have a routine. Have a routine for conversations, for coaching improvements. So this is tip number 2. 3, I would suggest train your employees. Training is really paramount. It's not something that is by the way. It is critical in our age right now, because with all this machine learning, the simple stuff are going to be taken over. The mundane stuff are going to be taken over. So what you need people to do is to handle higher level thinking, complex stuff. And in order for them to really be motivated to do it, they must really know the why of how they contribute to the organization. So training them to be aware of this is critical. It's critical. So these are 3 tips. I hope it's useful for you.